Hello and welcome to 1 minute. Is going to be a special one final preview show before Squeefest, this Squeefest Eve. So tomorrow we go live for 24 hours. I say it's Muggins here for 24 hours with different people joining me. However, before I started that, I just wanted to quickly speak to all of you because I'm very aware, as everyone is, that unfortunately we lost the Queen yesterday. And I know some shows and some events have decided not to take place as a result of this, and I completely respect and understand that. I just wanted to explain a little bit why we decided to go ahead with the event. So I did think about this for a little while. I must admit, not for too long, though, because there's a few reasons why Squeefest sort of has to happen tomorrow if it's going to happen at all. First of all, well, the reason for that is that with all the guests involved and all the people, and it's just me arranging it, and like it's one person after another as opposed to like a con where everyone turns up at for the day. There was no way of rearranging it that this was going to happen. It either happened tomorrow or it didn't happen at all. Now I did think like maybe we shouldn't go ahead, but the palace has said that they want live theatre to go ahead, so I would assume that would extend also to other forms of entertainment such as online, such as this, and hopefully we'll bring a bit of levity in a tough time for the country and for a lot of people. And as well as that, the one thing which I think the Queen will be remembered for, and what the royal family's best tradition is, of their wonderful work for charity. Prince Charles was just talking, King Charles, pardon me, was just saying, that's going to take a while to get used to, was just saying in his inaugural speech as the King, that one thing he's not going to be able to do as much of is his work with charity because of the, the pressures of being a king and all the things he has to do as a result of that. And hopefully, and he said that good work will be taken up by others. And we hope to be one of those others. I've always loved doing Squeefest because it does raise so much money for charity. We're already at £140 before we've even touched a microphone, which is amazing. So with that in mind, that's why we're going ahead with it. And it's in a very respectful tone. And I hope everyone understands and agrees with our thinking behind that. Or again, I say blame it on me if you don't like it, but that's why we're going ahead. So we're going to quickly play the credits and then we're going to go into this preview show in earnest. So thank you very much.
Welcome to the show with your friend and mine. So tell me, Dr. Squee, who's it gonna be this time? We like to hear you talk, but we love to hear you listen. And if you are not subscribed, you won't know what you're missing. So welcome to the Dr. Squee Show. Welcome to the Dr. Squee Show. Welcome to the Dr. Squee Show. Headphones up. Here we go.
Hello and welcome to this special final preview before Squeefest. As I say, it's Squeefest Eve now. I am midst of planning all the interviews and prepping all my questions. It's all going wonderfully, but I think I may not get any sleep because I will still be here prepping. But that aside, it's going to be an absolutely wonderful day. I've prepped all the different wrestler names and all the different weird and wonderful kind of scenarios which we've got for Wrestling Top Trumps. I've been getting ready all the interviews. I've been sort of working on what I might possibly, well, I say I was going to work on Outrageous Lies, but look, we'll just get stuff thrown at us. So I don't know what we're going to get. I don't know what I'm going to have to do, but all the last minute prep is in earnest. But for the special preview show, I'm welcomed. Again, no sleep. I am joined by the one and only from due south by southeast. Yes, how did I book another guest from a podcast which I'm partly one of the people on? Here is Mountie Michelle. How are you doing, Michelle?
Hey, well, I'm hoping you're paying me. Is that not the arrangement? I mean, isn't that not how you've booked me?
I'm paying you in goodwill for charity. That's how I'm paying you.
Right.
Michelle, how are you? You've just come hot off the heels of a shift for the NHS as a nurse.
Yeah, just got home now. So excuse me looking a bit of a mess. This is the best you're getting today.
What do you mean today? I mean, we always expect this.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better when I make an effort, but today
we're
not
friends well. So this is only half as cruel as it sounds when I make these jokes to Michelle.
Yeah.
So Michelle, we'll talk about the other stuff for Squeefest in a minute, but due south by southeast, very exciting tomorrow because we get to usher in a new era of due south. To tell the people why that is.
Well, we're going into a new series and we have a new Ray. Yeah, we have a new Ray. This is quite exciting.
It's quite interesting because like when I was watching it back this time, I kind of noticed all the ways in which they kind of like kill all their babies from the previous series. We won't go into too much detail, but there's so many things they sort of like get rid of in this episode, which was kind of synonymous with the original Ray.
Yeah,
And the
I
kind of
know.
like settings and stuff like that.
Yeah, because well, from when I used to watch Due South when it first came out, I can't remember anything about the new Ray. So this is really exciting for me. I don't know if I stopped. I'm wondering if I stopped watching it because I really have no memory of the new Ray.
Well, what happened was when they showed the like a little quirk of Due South is that in the UK it was 3 series, but in the US and Canada it was split into 4 series. And in the UK, what they did was, to begin with, when they launched this new series, they put it on prime time on Saturday. So you might have caught the first few episodes there, but it didn't do so
Yeah.
well in the ratings when they moved it to BBC One into this prime time slot, because previously it was on BBC Two, if I'm remembering correctly, but certainly it wasn't on that kind of prime time slot. And it just unfortunately didn't do that well in that slot. And then they, instead of just moving it back to its old slot, they moved it during the summer holidays. I remember distinctly, and they basically showed one a day during the summer holidays and just basically just shot through them. And I
Got
think a
through
lot
them,
of people
yeah.
didn't realize they were being shown then because they did no fanfare, no advertising. Like, I remember when they launched it going on BBC One, they had Paul Gross going on the National Lottery, which was a primetime huge show at the time, advertising it. He played a few of the songs from the show. And then it just kind of was moved into obscurity. So I think there's a lot of people who did miss these later series, which I think is a shame because, I mean, I think this first episode is one I revisited a lot because it's just so exciting because that's when you get the new Ray and everything, as much as we miss David Marciano on it. But yeah, a lot of people I think miss these late ones, and it's a shame. There is some real gold in there.
Yeah, I think that's probably what's happened to me. I was probably busy over the summer, completely missed it.
Yeah,
And that's a
busy
shame,
going to McCluskey's and then, being hungover the next day.
I mean, I'd like to say that wasn't the case, but it probably was.
Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be really exciting. So we hope any users out there are going to join us tomorrow. We purposely made it a bit of a later slot. Well, we made it a later slot because you didn't know if you were going to be working. So now you've ended up with a day off, but you've got to come here at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but that's all right. That's all right. I can have a run before I come, can't I? So
there you go.
I'll be ready to
go. Yeah, I mean, I might have one. I might have one during Due South, but then it makes me sleepy for the rest of the day.
You've got a lot to get through.
Well, the thing I keep on saying is like I'm making out like this is the same challenge I do every year. Like I do the 24 hours, but every year I'm a year older, so I think the challenge gets greater every time.
Yeah, but you know what? You do it for charity and you do a good job, and I'm just waiting for the year when you actually fall asleep while you're doing
it. That might come eventually.
I give it a couple more years, and there'll be dead air as you're asleep.
Well, something which I've only mentioned to a few friends, I've not really mentioned on any of these preview things is I'm not sure, but I might not do one next year because there's another project which I can talk to you about later, Michelle. But another project I might be in the midst of next year if it all works out. So this might be the last Squeefest for a couple of years. So it might be like next year off, and then I'll certainly return to this. Don't worry, this won't be the last Squeefest. I'm not that sane as to stop doing this challenge, but it might be the last one for a little while. So I'm really pleased with this lineup. It's the biggest lineup we've ever had. I can't believe that last minute Nicola Bryant messaged me, the Doctor Who companion Perry. She messaged me, and then I had to rearrange the whole schedule. But again, as I've said in the other previews, worse problems to have than to have a wonderful, awesome extra guest to fit in. Ian McNeice, I was just preparing his interview, and not only has he done everything, but I realized he actually filmed in my hometown of Romsey because he did the Ruth Rendell mysteries, which were all filmed in Romsey when I was a kid. I was at school and they actually had loads of the kids as extras and stuff like that. And they actually filmed in my dad's shop, so I can't wait to talk to him about that. But he's best known for Churchill on Doctor Who, and he also is I keep forgetting the name. Something large on Doc Martin. Anyway, he's a main character in Doc Martin, whose name's currently escaping me, which is annoying. But he's just done so much. Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. Just name a show, he's popped up in it at some point or another. We've got other Doctor Who companions, other games we're playing. It's just going to be a wonderful time. again, thank you very much to everyone who's donated so far. I can't believe that once again, before we've even touched a microphone, we're 140 quid. That is wonderful. But please remember, it is being done Native Shelter, so you can go to justgiving.com/sheltersquee, and that name doesn't allude to the fact that any of the money's going to me. It's just a link, like you have to make up something on Just Giving. I was like, Shelter? No, it's gone. I've already used Squeefest. I think I've used Dr. Squee for something. Right, Shelter Squee, that'll do it. So that's why it's called that. So please do donate if you can afford. If you can't, I can't stress this enough. Please come along, have a good time, watch all the proceedings going on. We understand the reason why we're doing this is because the cost of living is so difficult for everyone. And so if you're one of those people, just come along and have a good time. Just be entertained for a little while. You need the escape from this kind of bloody awful time we're going through financially. I know a lot of people, as I was saying up top, have been very upset by the news about the Queen. So yeah, let's distract ourselves from that for just one day. And actually, that's another reason why I want to go ahead with this, despite the sad news, is that unfortunately, as much as we like to sometimes postpone these things as marks of respect, people who are currently struggling to feed their families and put the heating on at the same time, or even do one of those two things with spiraling costs, they unfortunately don't get a day off from this. They have to live this. And so I felt it would be disingenuous to, like, it wouldn't be a proper mark of respect to cancel something which is there to, entertain and, hopefully help people who are in that situation. So that's about all I'm going to say about that. Michelle, have you got anything to add?
No, I'm just really looking forward to taking part tomorrow and, listening in as much as I can as well when I'm around. It sounds like it's going to be a really good show. So yeah, can't wait for it.
Oh, and yeah, I'm going to just talk shop on this video. But Michelle, if you can't hear about Tim and Turley, I've got a little. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Sorry, I should plug that. We're going to be playing. My awesome friend Fred Rawlins has very kindly cut together some videos. They're little 10-minute videos where they're highlights from previous Squeefests. Is that Gary over there?
That's Neve trying to sneak in and get something. With
Neve, come on in.
Oh, she's run away. She's run away.
So that's my de facto niece Neve there. But anyway, yeah. So we're going to be playing these 10-minute clips, which are highlights from previous Squeefests and previous interviews I've done on the Dr. Squee show. So you get bonus guests of Alexander Siddig from 24, Deep Space Nine, and so many other things. You've got Louise Jameson, the Doctor Who companion. There's a few of these videos, and they're going to be played throughout whenever I need the toilet or I need to take the dogs down, which I don't know if anyone can see behind me. That's Willow and Doctor. You might just get there.
Little bits.
Anyway, the dogs are there. Yeah, so when you need a pee or I do, or I need to grab some food or let Michelle in, then you're going to see one of these videos. So yeah, if you get over about 10 minutes early and just message me, Michelle, I will let you in.
Yeah, okay.
So that's just a little behind the scenes magic of how Michelle gets
how it all works.
Guys, please do join us tomorrow. As I say, Saturday 2 p.m. BST UK time till 2 p.m. on the Sunday BST UK time. Pardon me. If you're in other time zones, please just put in UK time 2 p.m. or whatever time you're trying to find from the lineup. So if you go to Facebook on there's a Squeefest 4 event page where you can mark that you're going, and then I'll post in links throughout the day from the 3 links we've got. And the reason why I've got 4 things up, 3 links. The reason why it's 3 links is just Facebook streaming times. It only lets you stream for 8 hours maximum, and then you've got to go to another stream. So that's why it's in 3 chunks. But yeah, you follow Squeefest 4 page, you'll be kept up with everything. Or you can follow Twitter and Instagram. Just any of the posts which I've got have got the times on it, and where you can watch. So it's the 3 places you can watch is twitch.tv/Dr. Squee. On Instagram you can find the information, but we're not streaming to there. There's facebook.com/the Dr. Squee show. Where else am I streaming to, Michelle? Oh yeah, youtube.com/Dr. Squee. There you go. There's the 3 places where you can watch. I know what's going on. I'm still sane.
I was going to say, should we be worried that you're getting this forgetful so close to it?
Not only forgetful, I'm this bloody tired, and it's not even the day yet. But we will worry not about that. As I say, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much, Michelle. Very much looking forward to juicing with you tomorrow.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
And that's not a weird metaphor for anything, guys, by the way. Just juice. I'm in Dr. Squee. Oh, we got a comment. Wait. Oh, it's Facebook user. You haven't given permission to StreamYard. That's the other thing. If you're watching tomorrow and you want to comment, if you want us to know who's commenting, you just have to give permissions to StreamYard to use your name. Loads of people have done it before, including me, and it doesn't have any effect. It doesn't mine any of your data or anything else. StreamYard is a very good and reliable service. Oh, and of course, StreamYard is kind of our sponsor for this event. They've very kindly given us the upgrade to the professional package, or I'm sorry, I'm forgetting what it's called. But anyway, they're full package, which means that we can stream for the whole 24 hours. If it wasn't for them doing that, I'd have to pay extra for it. And instead, the money which I save, I'm going to donate towards shelter. So that money passes forward to the event. So thank you very much to StreamYard. If you need to stream anything, just trust the duck, which isn't their slogan, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Trust the duck and stream with StreamYard, who it just couldn't be easier. They connect up with all your places you want to stream to, and it just streams in the click of a button. It couldn't be better. So we would highly recommend StreamYard, which I do, even if they weren't sponsoring us. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much to whoever wished us luck. Thank you very much to everyone who's watching. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, and I'll see everyone tomorrow, hopefully 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock tomorrow. And of course, watch as much of the event as you can. I've been Dr. Squee. This was our little preview show. And in a world where you can be literally anything, please be kind. Thank you kindly.